Before we get into the video, check the description and join our daily giveaways. Hedera, HBAR could hit 26 cents in 2022. Hedera's cost expectation for the most negative situation will esteem HBAR at $0.064 in 2022. Hedera's past all-time high was on 15 September 2021, where HBAR was valued at 56 cents. Hedera's cost simultaneously last week was $0.077. It has moved by 5.54% in the previous week and is at present at 8 cents. In fact, in the beyond 24 hours, HBAR has siphoned by 2,355%. There is a slight negative feeling in the crypto market. The drawn-out opinion, in any case, stays bullish, and HBAR could hit 59 cents in 2023. The absolute flowing inventory of Hedera as of compassing this video was $22,638,650 win 333,876, and the market cap of HBAR stays at $1,818,030,647. Significant disclaimer. For coins with practically zero data of interest and inexistent verifiable information, the model of course will show a positive cost expectation. It is absolutely impossible for our AI bot to interpret white paper, tokenomics and group trustworthiness. The coin's value that you are going to see underneath can fall radically contingent upon many variables, so kindly contribute carefully subsequent to actually looking at the group and tasks white paper. This ongoing value forecast is finished by a machine doing the math, and the model is still in the early beta stages. It should stringently not be taken as a venture counsel. Albeit the best designers are as of now tweaking and refreshing the calculation, no human has checked the cost anticipated underneath, so kindly utilize your prudence and settle on a choice carefully. Our Hedera cost expectation model considers a ton of data of interest and factors to give the surmised worth of HBAR before very long to come. No calculation, be that as it may, can be 100% exact, yet we endeavor to present to you the most reliable cost forecast by utilizing a high-level AI/ML information crunching model. The information focuses remember Hedera's for chain development of coins for August 2022 and past authentic information. Hedera's all-out exchanging volume on trades for August 2022 and past verifiable information. Hedera's social feeling for August 2022 and past verifiable information. Hedera's impending guide and developer action for August 2022 and past verifiable information. Hedera's huge whale developments and their hodling designs for August 2022 and past verifiable information. Hedera's cost developments in light of different exchanging pointers like Bollinger Bands, RSI, moving averages, both S&E, MACD and something else for August 2022 and past authentic information. Hedera price prediction. Hedera has had a significant 2021. To improve on the most recent HBAR cost expectation, we have split the forecast by transient Hedera cost expectation and long-haul Hedera cost forecast. As of compassing this video, HBAR had an exchanging volume of $25,970,280 Hedera has increased by 23,918% in the beyond 30 days. As per our examination temporarily, Hedera cost expectation for October 2022 shows the typical cost of HBAR at $0.2, and the most elevated conceivable cost for October 2022 would be 21 cents. Further, as per our examination in the long haul, Hedera cost expectation for February 2023 shows the typical cost of HBAR at 51 cents, and the most elevated conceivable cost for February 2023 would be 54 cents. Hedera cost expectation 12 August 2022. Hedera's cost for 12 August 2022 as per our investigation ought to run between $0.083 to $0.096, and the typical cost of HBAR ought to be around $0.089. Hedera cost expectation 17 August 2022. Hedera's cost for 17 August 2022 as indicated by our investigation ought to go between $0.099 to 11 cents, and the typical cost of HBAR ought to be around $0.1. Hedera cost expectation 22 August 2022. Hedera's cost for 22 August 2022 as indicated by our investigation ought to run between 11 cents to 13 cents, and the typical cost of HBAR ought to be around 12 cents. Hedera cost expectation 1 September 2022. Hedera's cost for 1 September 2022, as per our investigation, ought to go between 15 cents to 17 cents, and the typical cost of HBAR ought to be around 16 cents. Hedera cost expectation October 2022. Hedera's cost for October 2022, as per our examination, ought to go between 18 cents to 21 cents, and the typical cost of HBAR ought to be around $0.2. Hedera cost expectation November 2022. Hedera's cost for November 2022, as per our investigation, ought to run between 19 cents to 22 cents, and the typical cost of HBAR ought to be around $0.2. Hedera cost expectation December 2022. Hedera's cost for December 2022, as per our examination, ought to go between $0.2 to 23 cents, and the typical cost of HBAR ought to be around 21 cents. Hedera cost expectation 2022. Hedera's cost for 2022, as per our examination, ought to run between 17 cents to 26 cents, and the typical cost of HBAR ought to be around 21 cents. Hedera cost expectation 2023. Hedera's cost for 2023, as per our investigation, ought to run between 39 cents to 59 cents, and the typical cost of HBAR ought to be around 49 cents. Hedera cost expectation 2024. Hedera's cost for 2024 as indicated by our examination ought to run between 51 cents to 77 cents, and the typical cost of HBAR ought to be around 64 cents. Hedera cost expectation 2025. Hedera's cost for 2025 as indicated by our investigation ought to run between 66 cents to 99 cents, and the typical cost of HBAR ought to be around 82 cents. Hedera cost expectation 2026. Hedera's cost for 2026 as indicated by our investigation ought to run between 85 cents to $1,283, and the typical cost of HBAR ought to be around $1,069. Hedera cost expectation 2027.